Welcome back. Now we're on mission 20, interval 10, revelation. The vault. Situation: Fear operative has entered the vault. That's me. Norton Mapes is urging the destruction of the facility due to an unspecified hazard. His motives are presumed to be selfish, but caution is recommended. In the previous mission, we had Norton Mapes get shot by Harlan Wade, and he wants to stop Alma from being released. He doesn't want this to happen because then it's assumed the entire world's going to end due to her being wrathful and as a race. So he urges us to blow up the place by causing a chain reaction, by shooting some pylons or whatever. Mission objective remains to secure Harlan and Alice Wade and eliminate Paxton Fettel. This whole time we've been looking for Fettel, trying to kill Fettel, whatever with Fettel, always about Fettel. But here it feels like we're going to be closer, especially since we had a vision where Alice and Paxton were walking towards the vault as the spirits, phantoms. Usually in this game, when you see a spirit or a phantom, that means somebody is already dead or part of the psychic connection. So Alice being a phantom in front of you means that she is most likely dead. Remember, Alice is the sister of Alma, meaning she's the other princess. The one who's supposed to be saved as a damsel. I don't think we save her. We are currently going further down into the underground, after already going down in a previous elevator, which can mean that the first level of descent was into the symbolic subconsciousness, to where we need to unlock the vault and Norton is killed by Harlan. The wisdom of the old man, who we can consider as the hermit, kills off some type of childish gluttony who is there to destroy evidence. If I try to look at them like symbols, in a way, the person creating a problem is going to always overpower the one trying to hide or erase the problem. It's like the saying, it takes more energy to clean up a mess than to make one. The entropy of the world is always aiming toward chaos, which is the darkness in the deepest recesses of the underworld, which we're heading to now, which is also appropriately made as a woman in the form of Alma, your mother. She is meant to be an Earth Mother, in a way, which is the ultimate chaos. But she is also presented as a little girl, which symbolizes her being innocent visually, but violent and vengeful on the inside. I guess that's why her visions are always full of fire, since that's supposed to be loosely connected to the destructive side of Mother Nature, as well as the fires of hell, and maybe we can also tie that to Kali, the Hindu goddess of time and destruction. I don't want to talk too much about Kali because that's a very loose reference and I don't think it was intended. But here, Point Man is heading deeper into the chaos, into the darkness, to confront his mother, which can also relate to the Jungian system of assimilating with one's anima. Alma, anima, they are similar in wording, and I think that was on purpose. However, I really can't say much about an assimilation since this is a Freudian downfall, which means the man, the Point Man, is going to be destroyed by this encounter, rather than saved or made better from it. Thus, the tragedy of fear, and, in a way, the lack of a hero's journey. I mean, the steps are there with mentor, assistance, gift from a goddess, with Alice granting us access to the vault, a woman as a temptress, with Alma trying to make you evil with her. And here, we are going to have atonement with the father, aka Harlan Wade. What the hell is this thing? It's like a giant orb of confusion, with constant energy and electricity flowing around it, magnetism. If anything, it's representing an egg. In mythology, we have the cosmic egg, which represents where life begins, and it's meant to come out in the depths of chaos. Oh. There's Paxton. And there's Alma.
You still don't know, do you? What you are. Why you're here.
So I met Fedel near the vault, and now a million ghosts attack me in the fire pit.
What's the first thing you remember? What's your given name? Where were you born? Do you have memories?
Yeah, he's hinting at Point Man not having a name or a history that he can remember.
You and I were born from the same mother.
Ah, now he's saying it directly. Hug me, brother!
You must have sensed it. She cannot see in your mind, but perhaps you can see into hers. A life of waking from one nightmare, only to find herself deep in another. I will set her free.
So he's in a prison cell with fire outside. Let's kill him. Ooh. What the hell? So he was actually here with Alice, eating her, trying to gain her memories. Oh. Well, we killed Paxton, I guess. Hooray! Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Woohoo! Yeehaw! America 1, Terrorist 0. Let's go home, everybody. Our job here is done. Our trap with only a pistol. Hey. Picking up their guns. So now the replica soldiers are logged out.
She was a very disturbed child. Terrible, debilitating nightmares, hallucinations, hysteria. She never had a chance at a normal life. It was Disler who realized she was telepathic. He speculated that she was extremely sensitive to the negative emotions of people around her. We removed her from that chamber only twice. She was 15 when the first prototype was born. She was supposed to be comatose, but she started screaming when we induced labor and didn't stop until the liquid filled her lungs. There are plausible scientific explanations for everything that followed, but I think it was really just a question of hatred. It is the way of men to make monsters, and it is the nature of monsters to destroy their makers.
Well, there you go. That's the whole theme of the game. Men make monsters and monsters destroy men. That is the Freudian take.
System analysis commencing.
This makes this game a Freudian game rather than Jungian.
They want to destroy her, but I think she's suffered enough. We put her in there 2 days before her 8th birthday.
Error. No life signs detected.
She died 6 days after we pulled the plug.
So for sure, Alma is meant to be dead.
Release sequence complete.
This is how it ends.
Oh! Someone threw water on the wicked way to the west. Whoa. Whoa, butthead, check it out. Bare ass walking toward me. Come the butthead. Yeah, her running towards me doesn't scare me, but... What the? Whoa. Prancing, breakdancer. So there's Harlan Wade, or what's left of him. He wanted to release her from her orb, but she got her revenge instantly. Alma came out of here, but I don't think she's in there. I think she's in here, right? Oh, they're way her zombie form. Whoa! So there's her footsteps leading that way. I think the only reason I'm immune is because I'm her child, but I don't think that she wants to kill me, does she? Does she? Right now, the play sounds like the intro of Doom 3, when all heck breaks loose and there's laughing skulls flying around. There's like witches' laughter in the background. Okay. There's a miniature black hole in front of me. I think these are psychic tears through the fabric of reality, and they send me to some type of shadow realm. Oh my god, they're so fast. Oh god, they're coming into real life. So in this game there are things called phantoms, and these are the things that fly towards you during those dream sequences in the fire pit, but now they're starting to come out into the real world. Thankfully they only take one shot to take out, so they're not really a scary thing, just a annoyance. As a theme, these are to represent kamis, or some type of vengeful ghost that is able to control things in our mind and haunt us, like shareable nightmares and delusions. But now they're escaping. It's hard to tell if Alma is causing it since the orb is still on, right? More armor, that should help. Oh, here we go. Honestly, these phantoms aren't much of a game thing. It just becomes a shooting gallery at that point. It's like a game of duck hunt, but without a doggo they can pet. That's the main problem with this game. No doggo and no petting their snoofers. As a resolution to a game, this is perhaps intentional in being disappointing, because what else could they do with a story like this? I mean, if it was me making a game like this, I would have a giant robot come out and be a boss battle. And it's meant to defend the orb, and that's why nobody could release Alma, and I'd have it a mix of a giant robot and turrets on the ceiling to make it a big effort. But then there is the problem of not having it be a fight against Alma. Oh, so here's where we had to blow up these things. While most of the story beats are based on The Matrix, this is another Star Wars bit that is rearing its ugly head. I'm sure this was inspired by blowing up the Death Star with that weird tunnel weak spot thing. I guess there's a button on the second floor. Yeah, it's not like we can blow things up with bullets. That would just be silly. They make it look like more phantoms will appear, but I guess not. Here's the button. Did I expose it? Oh, they're exposed. Whoa. The pirate light's out again. Now we have to escape. Ugh. So much electromagnetism. Yeah, there's worse than one time I was in Swan Station. I forgot to press the button area 108 minutes. So we have phantoms and explosions and red lights going. I mean, at least the replica menace has been thwarted. So it carries 50 total? I haven't seen that in the entire game until now. So stupidly dark in here. It's like somebody turned off the power or something. I like how they use yellow and red lights. Nice touch. There's Alma. This is alluding to the idea that she is heading to the exit as well. And I think she's doing it through us. Huzzah! We made it! Even though it's a direction I do not recognize. All I need now is for that T-00 tyrant guy to chase me up here. Wait a minute. This is not the same platform, or is it? Uh-huh. I knew it. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Remember before, when we saw the number 1 everywhere? Now we see a number 2. This vault has 2 ways to get in, for absolutely no reason. We're told there's only 1, but now there's 2. There's more of those phantoms appearing. We are so far away from the surface. Pretty weird that they can phase through space, but they can't phase through this elevator. Oh, that was really short.